Hello from Teen Dragon channel. This is sifu, and today I want to talk about the concept of the Saki magic versus Kut magic, part 2, which is the altar. So a lot of people don't understand what the altar is about, and here I want to talk about it again. Okay. In our first video, we already talked about the altar as a storage and a cultivating piece of land, like a farm. You put stuff in every day, and then later on you cultivate it every day, and you grow something out of it, new element, and you can consume it back. Well, that is one purpose, and the other purpose is to use it as a place where you can connect to the lineage for support, for power, for extra power. And also it allows you to connect to other pre-heaven stuff, okay? So basically the altar is very useful, but the altar is not for worshipping or to pray or praise any kind of spiritual beings or gods, deities, that kind of stuff. That doesn't happen in our lineage, okay? What you're doing with these statues, okay? A lot of people were asking things like, hey, who are you praying to? Who are those statues? They're not who. They're not any beings. They're not person, okay? We're not like bowing and, you know, offering to these people. They're not people, okay? Now, they are containers. Yeah, they're magic tools. They're containers, okay? They are a container, like a jar. It holds a specific type of energy. Simple as that. And these energy, when you store them up in a container, while you're not using them, okay, they stay there like a light bulb with light shining out. It helps you to empower your altar, to protect your altar. Now, when you're using them, you can draw the energy out from the jars and then put them into something that you need. For example, I am doing a fu, okay? I can take from this statue and put it in here. Okay, so it's not like I'm worshiping someone and begging for help. No, that is not how it works. Okay, you do not do that. Now, everything on the altar is not a decoration. They are all there for a purpose, and they're not ordinary tools. You don't buy them from the shop and put them up there. Okay, you need to do a bunch of work to them. Okay, in English you say they consecrate, but I think you don't understand the real meaning behind what I'm trying to say. The first thing is you need to hook it up to a power source, okay, a place where it can draw power from, and then you need to input the capital resources into them, and then you have to program. Okay, it's like this thing got a battery. Now what will it do with the battery? Okay, what is each part of the statue supposed to do with that battery? And then after that, you need to expose the power out of it, which we call hoi guang. Okay, it's like you got a flashlight, battery, with the motherboard and stuff inside, whatever electricity stuff all done, and you bing, you make the light shine. Okay, after that you activate it, right? So it's like empower, program, activate. After that, now this thing is going to work as a magic tool. Some of these will also have things hidden or contained or concealed inside, like a fu, maybe some rocks or something like that. Something that I did magic to is inside there too. So there's a lot of things that is like that on the altar. Another thing is, okay, when we're working, for example, right now, okay, I have my robes and stuff on, right? Why do you wear robes in Taoist magic? Like you see, we always have robes on, right? Sometimes a fancy one, sometimes a simple one, a plain, it depends, right? But why? Well, there are many reasons for wearing a robe. The first most important reason is because you're not working as yourself. Make sense? Okay, now imagine I'm off my robe mode, okay? Let's go. Now I'm myself in the t-shirt and stuff, okay? So just a quickie. Now I'm myself. Okay, me and the altar is now separated. I am myself, and now I go to my altar and I do work. Okay, so this is like itself. Okay, I am doing things as myself to the altar. Get it? Okay. You can say it's like now I am myself. This is the kitchen. Okay, or this is the machine. I'm working on the machine as myself from the outside. Okay, now this is what you do every day. You wear your normal clothing and you do your incense and stuff. So you give your own energy to the incense into the altar, and the altar gets it. Okay, now there is also a set of white clothing, underclothing for the official Taoist magic stuff, and that is going to tune your energy body to a certain energy that you want, to purify your energy. Okay, to one color, one energy. Okay, usually it's white. Sometimes you use black. Sometimes it's blue. It depends on what you're doing, but basically, the under layer is for representing yourself. It's to program the energy body or the energy output of yourself. Okay? Now there's a second layer that is plain in color. Usually you see the clothing is like diagonal cut like that. Now that one, the under layer, and then that one is to connect you to the lineage power. Okay, and that clothing, the robe, is not just the robe itself. It is specially programmed. Okay, just like what I said, every magic tool, they're not, oh, you just buy it and wear it. Okay, you need to do stuff to it. Now that thing is linked to the lineage network, and it connects you to take energy from the lineage and then output as whatever property depending on your color. And then we have the third layer, which is this. Usually the third layer will have different diagrams or pictures, lines, whatever. Okay, this is a simple one. This one is called a Ba Gua Yi. Okay, now there's a bunch of more fancy ones. There's just like this one here. Okay, this one is a more fancy one. The Lü Yi right here, the Five Thunder robe. Now you have a fancier ones and such, but what it does, okay, what these things does is the third layer rope is for, it's for you to work as the altar. This is called the Fa Fu. The second layer is called the Dou Po, okay, the Tao rope. The Tao rope is to connect you to the Tao. The Tao is whatever that, just a minute. It's whatever that you're linked to as your head, your leading power, okay, which is the energy from the lineage. So, right, so the first layer is to tune your own energy. The second is to get the energy from the lineage into you, and basically you get the support from the lineage. Now the third layer right here, okay, on the third layer, like this one, is to get you to connect to the altar, and so that you will work as the altar. Now when I'm working around, I am like a part of the altar. Okay, now when I'm doing things, I am doing things as the altar. It's like I'm an extension of the altar. Okay, imagine I'm glued to the altar with my feet and I'm flying out to do things like that. Okay, now I am linked to the altar. I'm doing things as the altar. When I output stuff, I do not just have energy from my body and circulate and go out. Now when I do things, altar comes to me and through my body and then out the hand, right? Very different. If I don't have this clothing on, it's not going to connect me to the altar. So when I'm doing things, I'm using my own energy. When I go like da 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 and then shoot it out, okay? Now I'm only going to bring out the energy inside my body and come out and then go out. Okay, that's how it works. Now when I'm wearing this, when I'm doing the spell, da 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 da, my energy stir up, and the altar reacts. The altar then beams a beam to me, and then transfer through my energy that leads it, and then go out. So I'm using the whole altar's energy right now. I'm not using my own energy, right? Let's say I'm doing a spell like the Taoism spell, the spell that welcomes or summons in energy from the lineage, okay? When I'm doing that myself without the rope, I'm just and then energy coming in into me, okay? Into me only. And then when I get it, I put the incense in, and now I transfer all these energy into the altar. Now compared to the second version is I wear the robe, okay, and I do the stuff whatever I did. And what happened is I'm doing the spell, and at the same time the energy body of the altar is vibrating and doing all the spells work itself. It is also doing the same thing I'm doing. I am like only a remote control. And now this is actually doing the work to welcome in and suck in energy. Now imagine that we are a vacuum cleaner or something like that. We suck in stuff. We're like a vacuum, okay? I have a hole up here and I suck in things just like that. So if I, myself, you see my size, right? I'm the vacuum. How much can I suck in compared to the whole altar trying to suck in things, right? Now you can see a difference. So the biggest difference between like a normal person just, you know, taking random stuff and doing magic and us doing magic is very different, because we work with the altar and we have a big system here that allows us to know and understand how things work, and we really know how to separate when is ourselves, when is the altar, when are you supposed to have the robes on, when are you not supposed to have the robes on, when are you supposed to change robes. Different robes makes your role with the altar different, okay? So it's like saying the altar is the company. Now you got a tag on you, right? Security. Now you're security, right? You're not supposed to go to the accounting room and do accounting. Okay, now I get you a new shirt and then new tag, accountant. Now you're supposed to do accounting, not the IT work, right? Now you got another one, supervisor. Let's see, very different, right? It changed the role that you're supposed to be able to do as the company. So changing your role is like changing the whole program on your body that allows you to do different things with the altar. You can say, like, the altar is the computer, okay? Now you are the program. What can you do for the computer with the computer? What can you do, right? You might be a Photoshop right now, and then you change your robe, and now you're Microsoft Word, and then you change the robe again, and now you're a voice recorder. You see, different robes allows you to do different things, and the robes are not just a decoration. You don't just buy it and it looks cool and stuff and you just wear it. You have to program, okay? We say consecrate, but I don't know if that really works, but okay? Not really exactly the term. What you need to do is you need to hook it up to the altar, put the power inside, capital resource, and then program, and then activate, and then you need to make sure that it's linked up to the altar and so that it will work. So these things are special and unique to our lineage, and also people who are asking all the time why is it different from other stuff. Well, there you go. Okay, you get it. Basically, that's how it works, and I hope you like it. We'll see you next time. Bye bye.